A good morning, 7th grade, or good afternoon for whenever you're watching this. Today your Excel skill is going to be finding the percent of a number, which is what we did in Thursday's class. So first thing is, please make sure that you are logged in. It should say your name here. If not, it's not going to count your iExcel. But we're just going to get started here. So the first thing is, whenever you find a percent of a number, all you do is multiply the percent with that number. So you are trying to figure out part of 32, right? So 75% of 32. So remember that there is the formula that's part equals the percent times the whole or the total. So here, if I have 75% of 32, I am multiplying 75% times 32. Now, with this 75%, 75% is not 75. So when you're multiplying, remember that 75% is 75 over 100, 75 hundredths. Think about it as like 3/4, right? And 75 hundredths is 75 hundredths as a decimal. It's like 75 cents. So here we do 0.75 times 32. And so that's how you find the percent of 32. So we just multiply. Now I'm going to show you and just remind you, how do we multiply with a decimal? So I'm going to multiply these. We get 2 times 5 is 10. So the first thing is I multiply the 32 with the 5. So I'm going to do 2 times 5, which is 10. Carry the 1. 3 times 5 is 16. 15. Carry the 1 is 16. So we get 160. Now we shift over, don't forget. So we don't put this next one right under the 0. We shift over to the next place value. So I get 2 times 7 now, which is 14. Carry the 1. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 1 is 22. So here we get 0. 6 plus 4 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4. And 2. Now the last step is we just multiplied it normally. Now what I know is that there's a total of 2 numbers behind this decimal. So 2 numbers need to be behind the decimal here. And so this equals 24. So the part is 24. So really what you're doing is you're taking the percent, writing it as a decimal, right? And then multiplying it, because you have to figure out 75% of 32. So same thing. What is 30% of 40? So again, 30% of 40, what do I do? So here, I'm going to erase what I have. Okay. So 30% of 40. So if I have to figure out 30% of 40, that means, again, we multiply 30% with 40. Now, 30% is 30 out of 100. So what that means, that's, remember, 30 hundredths. 0.30, which is what we learned yesterday, the same as 0.3. So what we could just do here is multiply 3/10 times 40. And so when we do that, if I have 40 times 3/10, some of you might know, like, it's kind of the same as 4 times 3, but 0 times 3 is 0, 4 times 3 is 12. There's a number behind the decimal here, so one number behind the decimal, which means I have one number behind the decimal here, so that equals 12. So all you do is seriously just multiply the percent, convert the percent as a decimal, and multiply it. So if you have any questions, let me know.